Okay then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to Mayhem, episode 6, the Go Home show just before Festive Frenzy. I hope you guys are having an awesome holidays at the moment. Obviously, Christmas coming up just over a week away. We're all buzzed, we're all excited, but it's fight night and it's time to get underway. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss a single video here at the SCW channel. We are pumped up for this one. The first fight of the night then is a fatal four-way, and quite an interesting one. It's the fatal four-way of the winners, the people going into the case for Mayhem. So we're going to see who's the best of the Mayhem bunch going into that 8-man case. Almir obviously taking the ball down the ramp first, and he is holding that championship. He won a halfway home. Very, very deserved from Almir, Steel Cage champion. Been given a bit of a short straw, like I said last Mayhem. Obviously, he has to defend it in a elimination chamber against 5 other competitors. That's going to be a hard task. Obviously, I have ensured that Almir will be coming out sick. He will be the last man out of the pod, so he will have, I suppose, the advantage going into that match. But there is no championships, champions advantage. You can't get DQ. You're in a chamber. You're going to be tied against the ropes virtually. It's going to be a tricky one for Almir, and if he does it, hell of a performance. Obviously, been in quite a few chambers. The chamber against Cursed Skull, the last 2 at Halloween. Crazy from Almir. And I think that's what sort of earned him the spot to have the rematch against Cursed. He impressed so much, and it's impressive, and Almir just go hand in hand. And the next guy coming up, the Chairmaster, gonna want to be using some weapons tonight. Extreme Rules elimination in this fatal four-way matchup, so weapons are obviously essential in this. And Liam and Jamie, I was gonna say, both of these cats have been really impressing me, is the word I'm looking for. Very interesting characters, and I think Jamie's a lot more new than Liam, but they're in the same category where they're underrated and they haven't really been given the opportunity, yet they show up week in and week out and perform at the best of their ability. So it's only a matter of time before we start acknowledging these people. Jamie obviously unable to make it into this fatal four-way, and then eventually the case match at Festive Frenzy Night 1. Liam managing to get in this after beating Zack Seidel, and he's like I said, he's an impressive guy. I like him, and I think that there's a lot that we are yet to see when it comes to Liam. I feel like there's a lot in this guy's arsenal. He used to be broken, he used to be Liam wrestling. He's now the Chairmaster. Interesting persona, I gotta say. He's got a beard too. I mean, if he's got a beard, you're calm, right? Cheese is the goat of all beards, and you gotta nod to another beard. If you're a bearded man and you see a guy with a beard, you nod. Hello, cunt. You good? That's what you say. Yeah, Liam, obviously the second man in this matchup. Coming out third tonight will be Alex Storm, and Alex Storm obviously beat Shane Roberts to get here, and not for the first time. He's had the upper hand against Shane twice, but obviously at halfway home he did lose against Storm Nolan, or Nolan Wright, sorry. He was the second best man, I suppose. Austin Storm not really the return that he wanted, getting eliminated first in that matchup. Alex Storm being second best, and I'm not sure how that's affected him, but I suppose we'll see going into this matchup. Obviously a big night for him, and I don't think even if he does get the case, he's not going to go for that Mayhem Championship again. There's one championship Alex Storm will be interested in getting. I think it's the World Championship. And speaking of that, I've actually spoke to a few wrestlers, and interestingly, a few wrestlers have eyes on other championships if they win the case. They're not going to go for the gold. They're not going to go for the World Championship. Is that because Big Gus is holding it? Is there that internal fear going around the locker room at the moment where people just don't want to face Gus, and they're just going to try and go for some other titles to keep themselves occupied for a bit? I don't know. I feel like, in my opinion, it depends where you've been in life. If you're a Shane Roberts, then you need to go for the gold. I mean, Shane's already had the world title as well, so that's not great. If you're LC, right, if you're Brian Douglas, you've done this. You've held the show gold. Maybe not for long, either of them. Hopefully they are. Obviously, Douglas is still champ at the moment. LC, I do believe, lost his championship, if I am correct, at Crash Course this week. Upsetting scenes, obviously, but hey, we love LC. I'm sure he'll pick himself back up. But speaking of men who lost their opportunities, Brian, heartache, the fans upset, heartache, upset, myself upset. Look, Douglas is a great guy. He is a great guy, and I know that it's probably upset. Heartache, not getting the W, although he's walking out a bit confident. I think I know why he's confident. He's going for the Liv Morgan right now. He'll get given his chances at day one against Becky Lynch and lose. He'll walk in to the Money in the Bank that we call the golden contract. He'll pick up that pace, and I would be surprised if he cashes it in the next day. A lot of love for Heartache, and I know that this guy has passion. I know that he won't fold after an L. He's going to pick himself back up. That's what we came to see. All of these guys in the ring. Referee is about to ring the bell. Mayhem, episode 6. Let's get it underway. Alex Storm and Almir, they battled before in the past and now going for each other first in this matchup. We have Liam picking Heartache up, and like I said, elimination, falls count anywhere, Extreme Rules. Anything can happen, and I'm sure it will here tonight on Mayhem. It's going to be carnage. I'm excited for it. You're excited for it. Let's get it underway. We have a few Rumble matches coming up a little bit later on to sort of determine a few spots, a few places. The idea, if you are wondering about these Rumble placements, we're going to do the winner goes to 15th to 30th bracket, and the loser goes first to 15th bracket. The people from 15th to 30th and respectively 1st to 15th will then be put in a wheel. The wheel will be spun, or spun technically, and you will be given, you'll be given a number. It's luck of the draw. It's that simple. There's nothing you can really do apart from punch your ticket. That's what a couple of wrestlers were doing last Mayhem, and they'll be looking to do so again tonight. It's a common theme. You may see it throughout January as well, just pumping things up, getting us ready for the event, and it's going to be crazy. Everyone wondering when it's going to take place. It is a week before the Royal Rumble, so it's the second last week of January. I don't have the date on me right now, so I do apologise for that, but we have confirmed it as well, raising the stake. It's going to be a pay-per-view in February where every single championship in SCW will be on the line. It doesn't matter if you hold 3 championships, you will be defending 3 damn championships. So yeah, it's going to be one of those nights. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Obviously the Royal Rumble winners as well will be there, so we're very stoked for that. The main event, obviously free fall in Royal Rumble. The main events can be whatever the winners choose, the male and female winner respectfully. They can choose. It's going to be sick. King of the Ring, obviously, has been taking place last week, this week as well. The same applies, so you get a championship shot of your choice, and you get to name the March pay-per-view. So that's pretty special. A lot going on, and obviously, like we said, the golden contract, that's what we're looking at right now. This is the 4 from Mayhem in that matchup. We have a lot of ladders in play as well. That's quite interesting. Alex Storm being thrown to the outside. Liam now walking, going to go meet Alex Storm, where Brian Heartache and Almir are having a fight. That was a bit complicated there, and Almir with that beautiful move, looking for the pin. Mark's going to be quickly down, I think. Just a 2 count. And they're giving us a show fighting right next to the announcer's table at the moment. Oh, hello. Hang on. Fighting in us at the moment. They're like fighting on the chairs. Bit uncomfortable, but it's all good. We'll carry on. We'll punch through. So, Liam and Alex Storm. Alex Storm slamming Liam onto the mat outside. It's not really a mat, is it? far from a mat. Nasty knee there. Driven straight to the face of Liam. Now it looks like a power bomb, no. Reversal here from Brian Heartache. Now Heartache going to do the three amigos right next to the announcer's desk. I like the look of this. Really giving us a taste of what's to come at Festive Frenzy on Saturday. 2 nights from tonight. Mark down. We're going to have a pin. Kick out though. Just after 1 from Almir. Almir had a lot to say last week at the end of Mayhem. A lot to say. Obviously a lot has happened. The attack with Big Gus. Very surprising. Big Gus been a little bit quiet. Not on the card tonight. Having a week off, Big Gus, you know, champion. It happens when you're champ. Ace. You rarely saw him. Referee going for the pin quickly. We're going to have a 1. We're going to have a 2. We're going to have a kick out though. And then the ladder. I like the ladders in play a little bit early on here. And Brian Hartley going for the chair. We can't see it connect. Almir is in a bit of an awkward place at the moment. Is Alex Storm looking for his finisher? Look at it. Put so many out before. Will it put Liam now? Right now we have a 1. We have a 2. Kick out though from Liam just after 2. I mean, you've got to ask yourself, the winner of this match, are they going to win? Are they going to win this on Saturday? I don't know. Can you go out there and be the better man twice? Because you're not only beating 4 or 3 other guys, you've got to beat 7 other guys and 4 other from Crash Course. I think that we'll easily beat the people from Crash Course, no cap, but you gotta be wary about it. Alex Storm going for the pin quickly on Liam. We're going to have a 1. We're going to have a 2. We're going to have a 3. Then Liam is the first guy eliminated tonight. And Almir now going to have the cover been done on him from Brian Harting. We're going to have a 1. We're going to have a 2. Kick out though from Almir. Almir not going to cave in that quickly. I think people have different mindsets. Almir though has 2 matches on Saturday night. He's going to be defending his cage championship, and then the main event he'll be going into the case. So imagine it could be the classic Brock Lesnar tale, where he loses and then wins the case. No one knows. And we have Party going in with a chair at the moment. Weapons being used very quickly, and Alex Storm sort of stealing the pin, and Almir not taking that very nicely. Referee just didn't stop the pin. I mean, that chair was definitely connecting. Alex Storm picking up a chair of his own now. Musical chairs from these lot. Hang on. Oh no! Easy! What's he done to you? It's a bit personal. Brian Arte getting the absolute shit kicked out of him right now. Oh, the chair shot straight to the back of Alex Storm. This is turning into a bloodthirsty match at the moment. Everyone laid out. I'm going to have the ladder. 3 ladders in this matchup. You can never have enough ladders. That's what they all say. And now Heartache was going to try and use that ladder to his advantage. Didn't go to plan though. Almir managing to get the better hand, and nasty knee again there from Alex Storm. And we got Heartache getting up on the ladder. Alex Storm is just pitching, waiting like a... What's he going for? I thought he was going to go submission. But he's going to go for the pin, and it lands awkwardly next to that ladder. Referee's going to give it a 1. He's going to give it a 2. He's going to give it a 3 then. Brian Heartache has been eliminated. Alex Storm and Almir, the last 2 guys in this matchup. Almir, the speed. Going for the arm there. Tricky angles, but Almir now looking for a weapon. He pulls out a table. This is what we're talking about. Fighting right onto that barricade there. Referee botching it. But what is he doing? What's he doing? He was going over the stairs. What's going on here, Mark? Alright, Alex Storm back in the ring. Almir back in the ring. Now we're going to go for the pin on Alex Storm. Mark's going to hit him. Well, I don't know why he's banging on the ladder. That must hurt his hand. Mark's just absolutely out of it. Almir now going for the submission. Is it going to be enough? It is going to be enough. Alex Storm does tap out then. Almir, the better of the four here tonight. Is that a sign of what's to come at Festive Frenzy? Who knows? A massive W, massive congratulations really to Almir. Well deserved. Hell of a performance from all four of these cats, and Mayhem's just getting started tonight. 5 more fights up in this. It's going to be crazy. Most of them battling for the spaces, you know, the 15th to 30th space of the Royal Rumble. And then of course the main event tonight, we have the top 2. So it's sort of similar rules to this. Fatal 4-way. The top 2 will go into the chamber. That is SCW attire. We will have some Christmas codes up very, very soon. Make sure you check out for them at Festive Frenzy. Some crazy deals. And coming up next then, Brian Dallas obviously had his in-ring return against Brian Harte. Didn't really go to plan. Not how he would have wanted to return. Harte did get a W in that matchup. But it's not putting Dallas down. Dallas obviously has that Rumble placement matchup. He qualified for the Rumble, and it's going to be one of those classic fights, and this is actually far from a classic fight. If you're an original, not even an original, if you've been here for a while, there'll be 2 names at Warzone that rung a bell. 2 rivalries that you don't forget. Jaden Lyons and Brian Dallas. These 2 went back and forth. Tonight, they fight for a different prize. For the chance to be late, if you will, in the Rumble. Or a chance to be early. Who's going to pull it off? Who's the better man? Who has matured and taken what they've learned from Warzone, taken what Tim taught them, and who is going to paint it on that canvas tonight? Dallas fired up. He's ready to go. He's feeling good. Jaden, his time at Mayhem's been alright. Obviously had the TV Championship match against Jet Saturn. Didn't pick up the W, but let's be real, Jet is a GOAT. One of the best in the sport at the moment. Jaden Lyons obviously opting for definitely a more interesting attire as of recently. Really giving Mayhem fans an experience, I suppose. The sunglasses I'm not too sure about. Borrowed them off Shane, I believe. But yeah, like I said, these 2, there's been hell of a... there's been a lot. Let's just say that much. Hell in a Cell was that was the one I was going to say, but I believe there was actually a couple before that. I can't remember every matchup, so I do apologise, but I believe there was 3 between them. All in all, the Hell in a Cell was the one that I commentated on myself, so I do remember that one. It makes more sense, doesn't it? If I was there and I was commentating over it, I'll remember it more than an episode that Tim and Joe commentated on where they had a fight. But I know that these 2 have gone back and forth, and it's been a crazy couple of months for them. And like I said, obviously Brian Dallas retiring from in-ring performance and becoming really a commentator here at SCW after closing his own brand, and wasn't really a sign for him to want to get back into the ring. But I feel like I may have opened the doors, you know, because everyone sort of followed suit. We have Tim back in the ring after my return, and now we have Dallas coming back into the ring after my return. Anything can happen. Brad Bishop will probably turn up next week and get back in the ring as well. But yeah, like the previous matches we saw at Mayhem last week and what we're going to see for a couple of matches tonight, a Rumble placement match. So look, you're going to really want to try and punch your ticket in the 16th to 30th. But look, if you can do it, if you can get into that 1st and 15th and win, that's better than winning 3 Rumbles from 30th. Do you know what I mean? Test yourself. Don't feel too discouraged if you cannot get the W. It's only positioning, it's only numbers. If you can use it to your advantage, it will actually pay off. I came out 7th in a Rumble once and I won. I was a bit cheeky. I sat down, I went under the ropes, talked to the commentators for a bit. But that's what you've got to do. It's an endurance, it's a marathon, not a sprint, like Lewis Hamilton would say. You have to think about the long game in the Rumble. You don't want to run in there and go crazy. Start dropping your finishers off to people straight away. That's not what the game's about. But I'm so stoked for it. I am so stoked for it. Festive Frenzy, like I said, 2 days away. Gonna be crazy. Minutes till midnight. A pay-per-view that we have on the 31st of December, hosted to the UK and the US. That's right, you heard me correctly. 10:30 p.m. GMT. A little bit later on in the night, 10:30 p.m. Either Pacific or Eastern. We're going to find out what we have more of, where the fans are located. Are they more in Pacific or Eastern? Maybe something even for the people in the Outback. People in Australia can. But yeah, minutes to midnight, we're going to try and hit it 1 hour and a half before midnight strikes and count down, celebrate a new year, new beginnings, a new SCW in a way, because a whole new platform in February, a whole different era, new mechanics, hopefully new matches. It's gonna be exciting just thinking about it. Raising the stake as well, obviously, raising the stake, February pay-per-view. That will be the end of the season for Mayhem and Crash Course, so we'll be going into the 3rd ever, or 4th ever draft technically, which will be quite exciting. See where the changes are made. People wondering if Gus will ever take the switch. Jet Saturn, another loyal Mayhem member since day one. I've got my eye on a few people from Crash Course, but I'm not looking to shake things up too much in February. I feel like I'm happy with the roster I have at the moment. I may just need a couple new faces in to keep it fresh. That's all I would be looking at. But anyway, let's focus more on the match at hand. Dallas and Jaden. Dallas there with a headbutt. And now just kicking Jaden. He's going to go to the outside of the ring. Looking for a weapon. He had the sledgehammer in play a minute ago when I was talking shit. And now we have a chair. And a bit of a awkward moment where they both try and reposition themselves. And it's a chair shot straight to the face. Jaden missing the target there. Dallas. I don't know if I'm seeing the best of Dallas. You know, I've watched a few of his tapes from back in the day. An absolute goat of a wrestler, for sure. I don't know if he's had that opportunity. You know, he was probably one of the best at Mayhem, at Warzone, sorry. One of the best at Warzone. I think he was the longest reigning champion, if I do believe. If I am correct. If I am correct, I believe he was the longest reigning Warzone champion, but if not, definitely successful, at least at Warzone. But he didn't feel like he said to me he's not a development guy. You don't want to be wrestling in development brands. He wants to earn his spot. The big show, Thursday nights, Mayhem, baby. I've given him that opportunity. Jaden Limes has been a guy that's, in and out. He's been there. He's been to every brand. He's done it all though, and to be fair, he's conquered Monday nights. He's won the championship there. He won the championship at Warzone. He's just waiting patiently for that Mayhem opportunity, and I'm gonna have to give it to him purely because of what he's earned in the past. Imagine the scenes, imagine this carnage if he wins. Imagine the disruption. The upset, the outroar. But imagine the proudness as well. It would be crazy if he could do that. Would it be a bigger accomplishment than Shane potentially becoming Grand Slam? I mean, Shane obviously will have to try and ask Jake Brex for another opportunity. We don't really get people to go for the Interstar twice. Dallas slamming Jaden to the mat, and he's going to be queuing up for something. Jaden, no reverses. Another reversal there from Dallas. Lifted Jaden up. All the way up. And he's going to try it again, queuing up for his finisher. Kicks Jaden in the stomach. As Jaden down, slams into the mat. Going to go for the pin. Referee down. We have a 1. We have a 2. Kick up there from Jaden just after 2. Not enough to put Jaden Lyons down. Memorable moments, says the critics. Hell of a performance, to be fair, between these two. None of them giving in. Dallas picking Jaden up back to his feet. Gonna go for the kick, gonna go for the second time in a minute. Slam them straight back down to the mat. Referee down. 1, we have a 2, we have a 3. It is a W from Brian Dallas then against Jaden Lyons, who will be coming out 16th to 30th in the chamber, in the Royal Rumble. Sorry, Jaden Lyons will be coming out 1st to 15th. Good performance there from Dallas, and I feel like this is more of what we needed from Dallas, to be fair. This is what we've been waiting for, asking for. Jaden obviously looking a bit upset with that. Understandable. So then here we are, match 3, and this one as well, a bit like Dallas and Jaden. There's a bit of history between these two. We now have Brex and what? That guy was like in the other guy. It looked a bit awkward. Jake Brex, sorry, going against El Paprika. I got a little distracted there. Brex, obviously the Interstar champion, like we said, obviously defended against Shane Roberts at the pay-per-view, and he is looking to hold on to it. I've been speaking to Brex a bit, and he wants to win the Rumble again, be the 2-time Rumble winner. If he wins that, go for the World Championship potentially. The World Champion, the Interstar Champion, and the Tag Team Champion, do not forget. It would be scenes, absolute scenes, if the guy from Australia could do it. Obviously, last time Jake Brex faced El Paprika, it was for a contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship. El Paprika got the W. Surprised, I think, the whole locker room. I made the Spice Valley Driver famous that night with that lovely call. Done it against Crusher Clive. This guy performed for a long time, El Pat, but Brex is going to be looking to try and change the timeline tonight. Waiting patiently, and I feel like this is a different Brex. We're seeing someone new. He's changed a lot since the last time we saw him. Here he is though, the Spice Squad, the previous World Heavyweight Champion here at SCW, obviously. Great success here. Had a rocky road that does the best, all of the best people in the industry have rocky roads. It's never plain sailing here. Not in sport combat. El Pat proving himself time and time again to be one of the best in the industry. I think it will mean something to El Pap to get the win tonight. Paprika not had the best of luck in the last month or so. Like I said, obviously, since really Cold Day in Hell, since he lost the championship, it's been quite upsetting. It's been quite a downfall for him. And I feel like he can get himself back where he needs to be. If he can get this W tonight, it would be a great stepping stone for El Pap to get back on his feet. Lovely moonsault to start it off, and now going to wear down the arm there, try to affect the shoulder. What's Mark wiping sweat off his face for? Are you tired, are you, Mark? Is it hard work for you watching wrestlers fight and missing cues all the time, miscounting pins? Fucking asshole. Now Brex with these strikes. Nasty punches. Talking about strikes and punches, obviously the King of the Ring MMA. All about your ability to fight. No weapons. That's what makes it so unique, so different to the everyday wrestling shows that we have here at SCW. Some may say it proves if you are the ultimate fighter. No, pun intended to UFC, obviously. Paprika and Brex were momentarily outside of the ring, but it looks like Pap's bringing it back into the ring. Jake Brex will be following. And oh god. Paprika, I don't know if the mask was covering his eye sockets, or if he was just tripping out for a second, but totally missing the target there. Brex going to be using that to his advantage. Taking El Pap over to the apron, a punch and kicking him straight to the outside. Brex going to be following him outside now. And you can tell Brex is just a pure striker. Always trying to go for the fist. El Pap moves around, he manoeuvres. He's fast, high flyer. You'd think he's a cruiserweight, really, but he's not. Dying over it. Brex now has the kendo stick. Straight to the midsection there of El Pap, but Paprika managing to get out of it. The Spice Squad there, using the arm to just launch Brex over him. Brex back in the ring now with Paprika. And we got Pap to the apron. No, we got Brex to the apron, sorry. Face planting the canvas and Paprika just staring on, really. Surprised himself, I think, that it connected so well. He's got a chair now, but it's going to be knocked out by the strikes. Look at it, one-handed, throwing Pap like it's nothing. Kendo now back. Oh, Pap's going to jump straight from the apron, and it connected beautifully, knocking Brex onto the floor. Brex with the strikes. Pat there with the elbow. He's gonna... I love it. He picks Brex up like he's nothing. Suplexes him like it's nothing. Pap again with the chair. Just targeting anything he can at the moment. Brex is a big guy. You're gonna have to use the weapons and wear down his body as much as possible. Goes for the submissions as well a lot, Brex, so if you can try and make it sore as possible, try and get those muscles to swell up a bit. Less eager, I suppose, to go for those said locks. Guy in a yellow shirt there, getting his money's worth. Brex being thrown back into the ring. Pap gonna jump over the ropes. Nice entrance back into the ring. Gotta do it in a down under. I didn't expect that. Out of nowhere, really. And gonna go for the pin. We're gonna have a 1. We're gonna have a 2 kick out though from El Pap just after 2. Took me a bit by surprise with that. Brex now going back outside. Looking for something. He's going to bring the ladder out. A lot of ladders here tonight at Mayhem so far. I'm certainly not complaining about that though. We love the ladders here at Mayhem. Is it a Spice Valley driver? And it is El Paprika trying to end Brex the same way he did way back when. We're going to have a 1. We're going to have a 2 kick out though from Brex just after 2. Both of these guys smashing out their finishing moves. Not enough to put each other down for the 3 count at the moment though. Mark is just strange, isn't he? I'm just looking at him now and just thinking, is this guy really okay? I feel like he needs to be checked professionally. I feel like it would definitely be a good idea. Brex now going for the pin. We're going to have a 1. We're going to have a 2. Kick out though from El Paprika just after 2. Slap in, clap in. Doing everything to try and get the ref's attention. It's not going to be enough now. Doing everything to get El Paprika's attention. He's going to send him straight back down under Brex, the Interstar champion. Going to go for the pin. Sorry, we're going to have a 1. We're going to have a 2. Kick out from El Pap again. Wow. Back and forth. And this is what I'm saying. El Pap does not want to lose against Brex. He has that on his resume at the moment. That ladder just standing on its own at the moment as well. Not even balanced, but it doesn't care. Gravity is a thing of the past. Brex, I thought he was going to go for the pin, but it's going to go for the punches straight to the face of El Pap. And whoa, a little roll over there. Paprika looking for it one more time. Brex is going to say no though. Is it going to connect? No, it's not. Brex manages to get out of it. Going to go for some ground and pound here. And the 3rd time he sent him down under. This has got to be it. Surely Brex goes for the 1. He has the 2. He has the 3. Brex will be 16th to 30th in the Rumble. The previous Royal Rumble winner having the advantage going into the next one. Paprika just not managing to get what he wants at the moment. It's not going his way. And look, I love Pap. And I hope that we can work it out. Speaking of things we love, we all love the festive season, right? The holidays, festive frenzy, only 2 nights away. We're so buzzed for it. I believe that this will be Josh Valentine then. Walking out with a bottle of water, a little bit of respect to the game, the King of Kings. Fired up though is Josh tonight. He's going against Chemical Kev. These two have had a hell of a rivalry, and I know that this match is going to be absolutely crazy. There have been fights backstage, rumours of plans being plotted. Josh literally doing the Triple H. I respect it. We respect it. Got to stay hydrated. It's extremely important. You can't go into a wrestling match without drinking a bit of water before. This ain't 1980. So yeah, fair play, Josh. Really trying to get the Mayhem fans on his side. Has he been great at Mayhem? I don't know. I'll let you decide. He's been, you know, controversial. Crash Course were not prepared to sign him. I took him and I put him under a microscope, under the microscope of chemicals, shall I say. Kev, my little sidekick here, who's good at testing people and seeing if there were the fucks. Josh did beat Kev in a tables match and Kev was not very happy with that. Tables, he said? The fuck is this? DFS? I don't want no tables matches. I want to use tables. I want to use every single weapon. I want to see something that doesn't even tend to be used as a weapon and turn it into a weapon. Chemical Kev. Chemical castration. Call it what you want. Absolute goat. Me and Kev, obviously, we go so far back. Back in nursery is where we met. We used to wrestle a lot in school, in college. We've grown up together, me and Kev. And he's just a goat. Anyone question his ability, they need to question themselves. They need to ask themselves, why do they doubt Kev? Previous Warzone champion, let's not forget. But like I said, this tails to be a hell of a match, so let's get this underway. Look at the size of Kev, just lanky little bastard. Throwing Josh to the floor, and I feel like this is the end of the rivalry. Whoever gets the win, and this match can move on. It's another Rumble placement, so it's a stipulation match, of course. We're finding out who's going to be in the top 15, who's going to be in the bottom. Kev is waiting for Josh to get back up, and just awkward punches there from Kev. He knows what he's doing though. I'm not worried. He knows what he's doing. Now Josh using a speed drop kick. And I don't even know if there's some punches, some strikes there. Using the forearm. Now we're going to have Josh straight up to the top turnbuckle. Dropping the elbow straight to the back. The spine of Kevin. He's going to go for an early cover here. We're going to have a 1. We're going to have a 2. Kick out though from Chemical Ken. Obviously Josh used to be the cowboy. I feel like I prefer the new look. Punch in the cheek, trying to smash the jawbone. Picking Kev back up to his feet. And repeating that move again. Nasty kick to the face, don't get me wrong, it's a nice move. Kev now going to sweep the leg and drop Josh to the floor. And look, Kev is just a nasty little fucker. And he's a slimy little fucker as well. You don't think he's there, and he's watching. You don't know how many nights I've just opened my window because it's been a bit too hot. And he's just there in the garden on the swing that Shane used to swing on when he was a kid. Just there drinking chemicals, and I'm like, mate, you're alright. But the chemicals make him stronger. I know it's not like, a drug, it's not like performance enhancers. The chemicals are unknown, even to the FDA. They're not FDA approved. But they're Chemical Kev approved, and that's all that matters. The guy wasn't even that tall when I met him. The chemicals just make him taller, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, it could be performance enhancers, who knows? We have to check him out, but a lovely spear there from Josh Valentine. We're going to try and go for the pin. We're going to have a 2 count. Kick out though, just after 2. Chemical Kev. The greatest of all time. My splash. I'm hoping that I get over this cold by Festive Frenzy. We do not want to have a cold commentating at the Festive Frenzy. I sound so strange at the moment. So like, I don't know. My words are going all a bit, a bit odd. I'm always a bit odd. 42 years old. Brain damage. multiple concussions. And that's just this year. Leg sweep from leg sweep. Left week. Leg sweep. And supermarket sweep. That was a hell of a show. Nice little drop there. Kev now going to look for a weapon. Josh going to take his time getting back up, and we have the chair in play. It's going to be not really connecting at the moment. A bit awkward. That display of the steel chair there. Just going to try and get a bit of redemption with the chair now and hitting Kev. Kev's going to get back onto his feet pretty quickly though. This is what I mean. Kev, very tall, very agile, a lot of speed in this guy. The lightning through need to be fired. Why turn the spotlight on for like 2 seconds? Again? Are you alright? Look at Josh flexing. Kev's completely dazed. Josh absolutely kicking the hell out of Kev at the moment. It's got to be said. Another leg sweep from Kev. Josh again getting back up to his feet. Bumping into each other there. A bit awkward. Oh! Kev just screamed. Kev, you alright, bro? Kev, do something, son. He switches off sometimes. I don't know why, but he just totally zones out for some reason. Completely zones out. Oh, hang on! I thought he was going to go into the apron there. Landed quite luckily. That could have been very, very nasty. More chair shots here from Josh Valentine. Chemical Kev now going back into the ring with Josh. Looking to try and put this to bed is Josh right now. Gonna go for the cover. Referee is down. We're gonna have a 1. We're gonna have a 2. We're gonna have a kick out just after 2. Common arguing with Mark, and you got it. If there was any other ref in the world, I don't even think you'd ever see these wrestlers doubt it. But when it's Mark, you have to question everything that happens. You have to. Kev, obviously, if he was in the Rumble, it would be crazy if Kev won the Royal Rumble. Kev, obviously, I mean, he deserves to win a Royal Rumble. Kev's an absolute gem. In Kev we trust. Josh now going to take it off. Damn, I think that's actually going to break the back almost of Chemical Kev. Now, oh, hang on. Thought he was going to go into the steel stairs, but just into the apron again. Kev looking for another weapon. Not much being used. They're bringing a lot of weapons out, but the weapons just aren't being used as of yet. I feel like we're missing something, you know. Josh now with a leap straight from the top to the outside there. Landing awkwardly, but definitely hurting Kev. The message delivered well. These guys just fighting outside of the ring. Josh staying outside. Chemical Kev went in momentarily. Back outside again though. And it's just been crazy carnage outside of the ring at the moment. Josh Valentine now got Kev up vertically. What's he thinking here then? I haven't got a clue. He's going to drop Kevin. Oh my God! Jesus Christ, the barricade has just come apart. The SCW logo completely torn apart. Here's a replay of that. Jeez. That was absolutely nuts. Put it in spot of the year, god damn it. I've commentated a lot recently. I was getting a bit sleepy this match, but I've just been woken the hell up. Damn. A filler match turned into an absolute crazy match. Someone needs to fix that goddamn barricade. Kev now going to go for the pin on Josh. We're going to have a 1. We're going to have a 2. Kick out away from Josh. It's going to say there's no way Kev picks up the win from here. Kev now looking for it. Reversal though from Josh Valentine. He's going to pick Kev up. Reversal. Ooh, hang on. I don't even know what's going on here. Josh now feeling pumped up. And then the sequence he's got going on, finished with a spine buster. He's now going to go for the pin on Kev. Josh's going to go for a 1. He's going to go for a 2. He's going to go for a 3. Hell of a performance. Hell of a spot there that Josh pulled off on Chemical Kev. Woke me the hell up, I gotta say. I was a bit of a filler match. I was sort of dying in the commentary booth here, but whoa, what a moment. Well, this will be the last Rumble placement match of the night then. And it will be Terror Tim, the absolute local legend, coming out for this matchup. And he'll be facing Ado, the Dragon. Quite an interesting pairing. Tim obviously had the match at Overdose of Violence and beat the Undertaker guy, which was quite surprising. I didn't expect him to actually go through and get the W. He's fired up, he's ready for this. He wants to get that Rumble placement. Obviously Tim was in a bit of a Rumble. That's where the Undertaker guy beef started originally. But yeah, Tim fancies his chances. He wants to try and get in the top 15, if you will, the Rumble, the 16th to 30th bracket. This will put him in there. Ado obviously hasn't had many fights over here at Mayhem. I've been booking him a little bit more recently and he's been impressing. As always, very impressive guy. And I think that he's going to really try and do everything he can tonight to remind the SCW universe who he is and why he is on the list with Almir as, you know, the most underrated and upcoming wrestlers of this generation. Still rocking the Havoc logo on the hat, and I've got to say I like it. It's interesting. Look, we all love Havoc. Obviously the Havoc Tournament Championship final is at Festive Frenzy. Really excited for that. I don't want to say who it's in it in case I get it wrong. You know me and getting things wrong. I believe it's Don Atlas, Lance Sawyer, and Xavier Douglas. Yeah, Ado just buying his time, saying hello to the fans, turning the place green for a minute. And you gotta respect that. And yeah, Festive Frenzy only 48 hours away. Extremely exciting. Main event coming up just in a minute to try and find out the last 2 people in the chamber for the Cage Championship. This match underway though. Terror Tim versus Ado, and Ado here quickly with the shot, throwing Terror Tim onto the floor and kicking the back while he sat down. Tim momentarily had Ado against the ropes, got Ado against the ropes again now. And we saw this from Tim. He's a good wrestler, you know. Undertaker guy is no joke. Undertaker guy was literally bench pressing him. Tim still got a W in that matchup. A lot of people see him as like the Joker card, you know, not a serious wrestler. This guy's serious. Gonna go to the top rope now. I don't know, Tim, a bit old, but he doesn't care. Calling Ado back up to his feet. Tim picking Addo back up to his feet again, but Addo, look at that quick, the speed, getting out of the way. Like a cheater, this guy. Bumping into each other. Tim just using his strength to push Addo off him. I thought he was going to go for a power driver there, but just opted for the slam on Addo, but Addo there sweeping the leg. Lovely moonsault. Obviously a very good cruiserweight, Addo. Considered to go for the Cruiserweight Championship at Festive Friendly. Tim now going for the submission, trying to get Addo to tap out. Bit early on in my opinion. But when you're of age, you've got to try and get the job done swiftly. We're expecting to see a lot of DD Tims tonight. That's what we're hoping for anyway. All the fans are chanting it. Tim looking for a weapon. Now he's got Addo onto the apron, but just falling off pretty quickly. Man, oh, the disrespect is walking over Addo. He doesn't care. Good old Terror Tim. And a chair shot straight to the face. What's Tim thinking here? Oh, straight to the gut. And then delivering that knee. This is what I'm saying, you don't underestimate him. He's a good fighter. Oh, dropping the boot. Absolutely kicking the hell out of Addo at the moment. I'm seeing this fight against Undertaker guy, Chemical Kev, came out to assist Tim. I'm not sure if that was pre-planned. The sledgehammer just being put to good use. Not the first time we've seen that tonight. A lot of ladders here tonight, a lot of sledgehammers. Tim back in the ring. Addo just leaning against the barricade. Obviously the barricade getting smashed up in that last fight. The team swiftly put that together. Don't want any of the fans obviously being injured. Look at the range from Addo. He's going to try and go for the pin now on Terror Tim. Marks down. We're going to have a 1. We're going to have a 2. Not enough to put Tim down for the 3 count. Obviously the main event coming up very soon. Fatal 4-way. The top 2, so the winner and second place will go into the chamber for the Cage Championship. Second place will come out first. If you win, you'll come out 3rd or 4th. Almir, obviously, as said before, will be coming out last in that matchup. Tim picking Addo up into the turnbuckle. Tim finding that second bit of motivation that he needed to try and get through this matchup tonight. We're now going to go for the cover on Addo. Marked down, we're going to have a 1. We're going to have a 2. Kick out though from Addo, got shoulders up. Tim thinking nothing. Addo's thinking of something else. Gonna go to the apron. Look at that. Addo's gonna go for the pin. Addo from the apron. Going for the pin. Could it be over? Not enough. Just slaps there from the Dragon. I keep thinking Tim's gearing it up for the DD10, but never managing to get it off. From the apron again, and he's going to go for the cover. It's going to be a 1, it's going to be a 2, and it's going to be a 3. Then Addo picks up the win in this matchup. 16th to 30th in the Rumble for him, 1st to 15th for Terra. Tim rhymes, it's not a crime, I'm a rapper, not a trapper, okay, so remember that, write it down. Okay, so here we are then, the main event of the evening. The one we've all been waiting for, of course. Shane Roberts will be taking the walk down the ramp first. Interesting attire, like I said last week, switching it up a bit. Is Shane trying to find his feet after, doing it all apart from getting the Interstar Championship, which is what he really wants. Wasn't able to get it. It's the only thing that can make him the Grand Slam, apart from, I suppose, maybe the Havoc Championship now. That exists, but he'd have to make the move over to Crash Course if he wanted that to happen. Not sure if that's a way that he wants to go, to be honest. So coming up next, Zack Seidel, the previous king, obviously. Put some respect on his name. Trying to get himself in that caged chamber tonight, just to remind you of the rules. First place, obviously the winner of this match will be in, and second place, the runner-up of this match, will go in to the chamber 2. So you don't technically have to win, you just have to be the last 2 guys standing to mark your place, but you'd like to get the W tonight for sure. Your tag team champion. We saw one half, Jake Brex earlier walking out the Interstar Championship. Jet Saturn, obviously TV champion and tag champion. Trying to get that cage championship as well. Jet trying to get a lot on his resume. I love the passion, I love the determination from Jet, and he normally wins against anything he goes against. Let's see if he can do it again tonight. I'm buzzed for this one though. It's going to be hectic. Jet Saturn, Shane Roberts, Zack Seidel. Am I seeing a pattern here of RG, former RG members going against each other? I'm loving it though. Let's see who is the better man tonight. I spoke about this guy a little bit earlier on when I was talking about Liam. Both underdogs in this federation. I have a lot of hopes. High hopes for this guy. I feel like he can do well in this industry. All 4 guys have made their entrance, the main event of the evening, the go-home show before Festive Frenzy. Mark, get that bell rung. Here we go. We are underway. We have got Shane Roberts and Jet Saturn, an interesting pairing, fighting against each other at the moment. Zack Seidel then will be taking on Jamie Storm as this match progresses. Let's see what carnage comes out of it. I'm so buzzed for this one, to be fair. Like I said, the top 2 goes towards the chamber 2 nights from now. Shane going for the armor, Jet Saturn. Seidel, known a lot for the showboating as of recently. Jamie Storm, known for that pure strength. A brawler. Shane proper targeting the arm of Jet Saturn. Maybe he heard of a little injury there. Saturn got Shane out fireman's carry. Gonna drop him down. Nasty punch to follow with that. And Seidel, I love this move. Seidel's Arsenal, one of the most impressive here at SCW for sure. Jet now on the apron. Oh! Seidel just Shane kicking him to the outside, sorry. Shane now top rope. Jamie Storm may look to interrupt this though. And he does. Seidel just laying down, stunned outside. Now look at this from Jamie Storm. Well, we would be looking at it if the cameraman didn't screw us over. But Jamie Storm now top rope. Shane knew what was coming, but Jet straight behind him, backstabbing him literally. Go on, Jet. We'll count it down. We have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7, we have 8, we have 9. We know there's going to be the 10th as Shane falls awkwardly. Jamie Storm has Zack Seidel up. He's going to take him to the ropes there. Now we got Jet Saturn ground and pound just near the steel steps. Saturn looking to introduce the first weapon of the night, or first weapon of the fight, sorry, not the night, and it's a ladder. We've seen, what, 5, 6 ladders tonight. No ladders in the case, the golden contract is the words that was trying to come out of her mouth. But yeah, there are no ladders. I mean, there are ladders, but you don't need to climb to win. We'll pretend Jet Saturn's foot is in that step. There was some, yeah, I was going to say, there was some promotion going on inside the ring. I think there was a pin for, I'm not sure who was pinning who. I was watching outside while the submission was going on. Mark the referee, at least outside of the ring. We have 2 ladders in play. 7 ladders tonight, I think. Absolute carnage here. And the table now from Seidel. The main event never disappointing here over at Mayhem. Shane there, beautiful. Jamie Storm looking to drag Seidel. Where's he taking him to the apron? And it's going to be a nasty bomb right to the apron, and he's not finished yet. We have a submission here from Shane. He's going to make Jet Saturn attack. I'm interested in this Saturn Roberts fight going on here. It's a rare occasion. And another table in play. Hopefully it'll get used. That's what we want to see. We want to see the table being used in this matchup. Jamie Storm picking his feet up, getting out of that whatever side out had planned for him. Jet Saturn going for a submission now on Shane Roberts. Mark is outside, making sure he doesn't miss a trick. Moonsault there from Seidel. I don't think it's going to be enough over in the outside. Shane got out of that hold. I like where the ladder is in that corner. It's screaming potential to me. We've already had the barricade broken. So they were going for a hold. Is Mark the referee paying attention? I think so. Is it going to be enough for Jamie Storm though to give in? It's not looking like it at the moment. Hang on, something going on outside. We're going to have a pinfall, but nothing really coming of it. Shane laid out on the table. Jet picking the table back up. Turning into a yard sale out here. Seidel going for the pin quickly on Jamie Storm. Another ladder in play. Eighth ladder. Crazy amount of weapons on display tonight here. And Jet Saturn, I'm not sure if the pin's going to... Oh, who's he going to go for? Oh, I thought there was going to be a pin. It looked like Seidel was going for a bit of a finisher as well, but the ref just absolutely... I don't even know what happened with the ladder there, but Shane Roberts is out then. One more guy needs to be eliminated. The other 2 will be going forwards in the caged chamber match. Jamie Storm sort of just caught out a bit there. Saturn, what's he thinking? To the ropes. Saturn now picking Jamie up. Going to take him straight to the corner, but Jamie not falling into the corner there as opposed to just running into it. I'm waiting to see that Seidel spear or a Saturn spear that pedigree from Saturn as well. A couple beautiful moves to finish off what has been a crazy fight so far. And there's blood. Jeff Saturn gonna go get pinned. We're gonna have a 1. We're gonna have a 2. Kick out there from Saturn. And Jamie Storm with that nasty punch. And Jamie Storm picking up side out. What's he thinking? Oh no, we see this far too often, and it must cause some lasting damage. Powerbomb straight to the outside. Luckily not into the ladder, and it was a pedigree there from Saturn. Surely it's going to be enough. Win of a 1, a 2. Kick out again. Jamie Storm not selling these finishers, kicking out constantly. Saturn now with that nasty foot strike. Gonna go for the pin again. 1, 2. Kick out again. Holy hell. This is what I've been saying though. This is why I've been saying put some respect on a spear. 1, 2. Surely. Oh my days. The passion. The passion and Saturn's finishers are not hitting the spot tonight. Something not quite right. Slide down now with those strikes onto Jamie Storm. Storm just moving outside, trying to get out of harm's way. Slide out and Saturn in the ring. Slide out, like I said, he's been tightening up his arsenal, adding a lot more holds and submissions into it. And it's enough to get Jet to say, I tap. So there we go. Jamie Storm, Zack Seidel will be going in the Cage Championship chamber. The better man, I suppose, will win tonight. Or the most stupid man, maybe one of them will just fold and know they got to save their energy. I know Seidel especially will be in 2 matches now at the pay-per-view. And if he could make Jamie Storm tap as well, it would be a good sign. And he does. Seidel doing what Seidel does best. Obviously a few losses as of recently at Mayhem, but picking himself back up.
Here is your winner.
So Seidel picking up the win, and that's going to take him all the way to the chamber, 3rd or 4th place coming out. So massive congratulations there to Seidel. And that's pretty much all we have time for, guys. So thank you for tuning in as always, and we will see you 2 nights from now. Festive Frenzy. Peace.